Hey there, welcome or welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about texlaxing 101, the basics. What is texlaxing? Texlaxing is an intentional process of under-processing your hair with a relaxer. With this process, you are going to cut down the amount of time taken to completely relax your hair from curly to bone straight, so you stop somewhere midway. And what are some of the benefits of texlaxing? Your curls become manageable when you texlax your hair. Look at it as maybe formerly having 4C, or let's say a C curl pattern, okay, and then you texlax your hair. What is going to happen is that it's going to move from a C to maybe a B or an A. So with that, you're going to notice your curls become a little looser. So working with your curls is much more easier than it would have been. It also helps you retain volume. When you are relaxing your hair from curly to bone straight, you realize it's not just the curls that go away, but your volume as well. But then with texlaxing, you're going to retain some of your volume back, and your hair is not going to look just flat like that. Another benefit of texlaxing is that it reduces the time taken for you to style your hair. Imagine we're going to do a sleek bun with 4C hair. We both know that it's going to take less time if you were to be 3B or maybe 3C, or if you had a looser curl pattern. Basically, step-by-step process of texlaxing your hair. One, you're going to gather all your supplies. What do you need? You're going to need gloves. You're going to need your chemical, which is the relaxer or texlaxer or texturizer, whichever one of them you are going to be using. You also need a heavy oil like shea butter or olive oil. You're also going to need a comb, just maybe that one, it depends on you. You might want to comb through, others might also not want to comb through, but you might need that as well. You're also going to need a neutralizing shampoo, and you'd also be needing a conditioner. So you're going to prep your hair. First off, you're going to divide your hair into sections depending on how heavy or how lengthy your hair is. If your hair density is so much, you might want to divide it into maybe four, like make 4 equal parts. Yes, you might even make 3, one and then one here. It just depends on how easier it's going to be for you to do that. Once you've done that, you are going to take your heavy oil, the shea butter or the olive oil, then you are going to put it around the perimeter of your head, and then on your scalp that you can see, the part of your scalp that you can see after you've made parts in your hair. After that is done, apply your relaxer. But before that, be sure to set a timer. So with texlaxing, because you're not fully relaxing your hair, what you're going to do is to maybe divide the time taken for your hair to relax into 2. So if the relaxer says 30 minutes, you're going to leave the cream in your hair for 15 minutes. There are different methods of texlaxing. This is just one of them. Another one of them is to mix your texlaxer with a heavy oil, like the shea butter or the olive oil, or you mix it with your leave-in conditioner. It all depends on you. If you are going to divide the amount of time taken for a normal relaxer to be in your hair, you usually just have to divide it into 2. So you set a timer there. Timing starts the moment relaxer touches your hair. And also remember that when you are applying a relaxer to your hair, it is not for your scalp. Try as much as possible to avoid your scalp. Just apply it directly to your hair, here with your comb or your fingers, whichever one works for you. Set your timer for maybe 15 minutes depending on the kind of relaxer you are using, and then begin to apply your relaxer on your hair, one part at a time. Remember, you divided your hair into parts before you started, so one part at a time. While you are at it, you are trying to twist or pull, just something like that in that motion to elongate the curls. You might also want to use a comb if you are going for a much more looser curl pattern. So you leave the relaxer in your hair for the stipulated amount of time, being 15 minutes if the relaxer says 30 minutes. The next step for you is to wash out the relaxer from your hair, and with the second rinse, you go in with your neutralizing shampoo. A neutralizing shampoo is a shampoo designed to stop chemical processes such as relaxing your hair. Remember, we said it was a chemical process. Neutralizing shampoo would basically contain acid compounds, because yes, your texlaxer is a base. If you remember from your science class, when acids and bases meet, there's a neutralization reaction. After you've applied your neutralizing shampoo, you just wash your hair till you can't smell the relaxer in your hair anymore. The next step for you is to condition your hair. Conditioning is actually a necessity for every wash day, no matter the type of wash day it is, whether it is wash day after protective style, wash day after manipulative style. so far as you're washing your hair, you have to condition your hair because you are going to need the slip that comes with your conditioner to make styling your hair much more easier. After applying your conditioner to the hair, you are going to leave it for some minutes. Depends on how long you want to do it, whether you are doing a deep conditioning or a normal conditioning. You can also skip the whole conditioning part and then just go in and apply your leave-in conditioner. Depends on your wash day routine. So after applying your conditioner, the final part of this video is to look at some maintenance tips. When you texlax your hair, yes, you're obviously applying chemical to your hair, you're changing the natural composition of your hair. So it means that you need that extra tender love and care. So you would have to retain length, yes, of course, by protective styling and low manipulation styling. You also would have to trim your ends regularly, only when you need them. Trim only when you need it. There's no stipulated amount of time. I mean, you trim your hair every 6 months, every 3 weeks. Trim your hair when your hair needs a trim. Also, you would listen to your hair. You have to listen to your hair because you just don't have to get up anytime and then start protein treating your hair or giving it moisture, deep conditioning back to back. No, see, it's not good. It's not the best. You have to listen to your hair. So one while you pull a strand of your hair, I'm going to do another video talking about the strand test. But yeah, pull a strand of your hair. You get a strand of your hair, you pull it, and when it snaps off easily, that's when you know your hair is dry, brittle, and you need moisturizing. But if you do it and then it goes on and on and on without snapping easily, but I realize when you leave it, you do not see your curl pattern. That is when you need protein treatment. Yeah, that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much for staying around. And I'm Ali Joes. This is Texlaxed Hair Care with me. My next video. Bye bye.